What's going on, guys? We're back, another episode from the jungle. Today I'm going to be walking you through how we're going to renovate our tortoise enclosure. We've been dealing with one of our Redfoots trying to escape for the past few weeks, and I've caught him on the loose twice. Thank God I've got everything kind of blocked off, and our neighbors are pretty close, so we found him in our neighbor's yard, but we're fixing that today. So check this out. We had a little kind of rock structure that I built up there, but that wasn't doing the job. I kind of somewhat fixed up the little wetland filter that I set up here in our tortoise enclosure. That's our little spot for our cherry head over there. He's a little smaller, so we don't want him to get toppled over by everyone else. Some fresh food, a little papaya, some romaine, some kale, a little bit of carrots. Their little enclosure blocked off right now. It's never like that, trust me. The big guy seems to want to kind of escape right now, so we're working on that. But check this out, their little cherry head. He's in there. I'll pull him out in a little bit, but I kind of set this up with some acrylic baffles that I had from our aquariums, and that way I could basically kind of seclude him away from everybody, and that way he didn't get toppled over. I mean, once you guys see how big some of these other Redfoots, and I have a Yellowfoot as well, so once you see the size of these guys, I really didn't want him to get toppled over or get pushed around. I've actually, when I put him in for like a little group feeding one time, I saw one of them kind of like walk over him, so I got a little nervous. So he has his own little area with fresh food. Nice little tree. So yeah, that's our little Redfoot section here. This is cypress mulch, and if anyone's wondering, I just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and I get the cypress mulch. I freshen that up every 2 weeks. I take it out, I clean it up, and I put brand new cypress mulch. I mean, for the $3 that it costs, it's better to have fresh every 2 weeks, and that way none of the the poop or anything kind of settles. We got constant running water here, filters into our pond. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and we're gonna make almost like kind of like a little cage, little area that's gonna kind of block off this little section right here. That's gonna go straight across from our enclosure to this side. And I've actually been considering almost even making this like kind of like a beach area where I'll kind of continue that little cage area. And I was even thinking about cutting this little section right here that I haven't been utilizing and putting a giant planter like this one, because I mean, look how beautiful this turned out. This money tree and our banana tree, this little chefalera, I mean, this whole little section turned out to be awesome. And that's all just that one little planter. We have cactus that we're growing for our tortoises, some papaya. Look how sick this is. Actually is legitimately the jungle. So now that we removed all of the rocks from the area, check it out, nice and clean now. Got good flow coming through for the pond. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add two 2x4s right here. One's going to be almost at the level of the water, pretty much probably about an inch or two above the water line. And then I'm also going to run one above that, and then we're going to go ahead and put like a metal kind of like cage or screening, kind of similar to what we have here, so that the tortoise can't get out and go out of that little section, because that was where he always was escaping. Somehow he's like literally like somehow can climb over rocks that are almost 1.5 feet tall, which I think is kind of crazy. So anybody out there, if you have tortoises and you're worried about them climbing, they do climb, because I'm telling you right now, I underestimated him. He was in my neighbor's yard twice. Thank God I caught him. So that's my little boy. I got to make sure he stays in here now. He's with the group. So that's what we're working on, guys. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you the next step once I lay out the wood, and we'll get this little enclosure set up. The water did reduce a little bit once I pulled the rocks out, because the way that I have this kind of dug out, one side's a little deeper than the other side, so that the tortoises can kind of like wade over here and still have a little bit of area of clean, fresh, constant flowing water that's coming in. But I do plan on filling this up with more rock so that the level's a little higher and that there's no risk of anyone drowning or getting stuck in that little area. My pond is a little kind of stirred up right now, and the rock is everywhere. But check it out. It's my little creation that I made. I'll be dropping some videos of the introduction of this pond. I didn't want to show too much of it, but you know, here it goes. You guys will get a little sneak peek of the pond before I drop some of the other videos. We did have Diesel up here before. We took him out. He's in one of the Repti Breeze enclosures now. I wanted to be able to keep an eye on everyone's feeding and making sure that everyone was eating well. And check him out. Of course, he always wants to come out. I'll take you out in a little bit, bud. How pretty MJ's looking today. Everyone's out sunbathing. So yeah, guys, let me get to work here. I'm up to showing you guys some of the enclosures and whatnot. This is the jungle once again. Here it is, guys, the final product. We finally finished the wire mesh fence. So we'll have no more issues with any of our tortoises escaping into the pond. I added this cool little fern and a lot of, probably about 5 bags of rock, the smaller rock. And then I had the large rock already. That's why everything's a little stirred up. I'm gonna have to do a water change on the pond so it cleans up a little bit, clears up. Check this out, guys. Love this little tortoise enclosure we've set up. And it looks like they do as well. Fresh strawberries for the end of the night. Constant running water always for the tortoises. Turtle wants in on some action. But yeah, check out this little fence that we built here. It looks pretty sweet actually with all the rock. I can't wait till some of the plants fill in. Like I said, I gotta do a little water change on the pond. But here it is. Anything, guys, thank you so much for always watching all my videos. I really appreciate it, honestly. You know, I truly hope that all you guys like what I'm dropping. I know I'm not the best. I'm learning not to be a hermit crab behind the camera, so bear with me a little bit. I might say and whatnot a lot, but I'm working on it, so bear with me. But anyways, you know, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it, honestly, to all of you. A lot of this is inspiration from many of you on YouTube, so thank you for all of your content. And if you like what I'm putting out there, you know, I appreciate it. Drop a like, a comment, you know, let me know how you like everything, and more than anything, subscribe, share us, put us out there. We're gonna have some awesome chameleons available soon. We got tons of animals. If my wife allows me to get some more, I definitely plan on getting some more. Don't tell her, I'll be in the doghouse. But yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it, and you know, I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm gonna get back to work.